Here we go.
Hi YouTube, this is B-Nice78. Got a review for you guys and a little bit of a, I'm going to talk about a few different guns here. First one I want to talk about is the Wasp, the North American Arms Wasp. This is a nice little pocket gun, purse gun. Perfect. This is the newer model. What they've done is they've actually added somewhat of a safety to it. So let's go ahead and open it up. What you do is right here on this rod right here, it's got a button right there. You push that in. So you grab a hold of it, you push that button in, and you just pull it out. Okay. That's what holds your cylinder in. Okay, and then your cylinder comes out into your hand. Okay, is a 5-shot, and it shoots 22 Magnum bullets. This is the Magnum. You can also get a cylinder that shoots the 22 long rifle rounds. So and the it's fairly lightweight. It is steel, but it is fairly lightweight. So to put it back together, you just take that and you set it in here. You got to make sure your hammer's back a little bit, like about half cocked. Then you just line that up and take your pin, you put it back, put it in here, and you push the button down. Get it lined up. It's got a little groove right here, as you can see, and then you just push that in and it locks in place. What I was going to show you on the kind of the safety feature of it that they've added, I don't know if you can zoom down to this, but if you come down to where you can see this, can you see that little groove right there? Okay, those are safety notches, and what you do with those is this little slit right here in the sight, you can see down where the hammer goes down into it, and you just turn it to one of those notches, and you have to pull the trigger all the way down, and it'll lock in place. The hammer will go into one of those notches. That way it's between the rounds. Used to, you had to actually leave one bullet out of the chamber, or out of the cylinder, and put the hammer down in that empty cylinder hole. And they found out that, hey, we could just put notches in there, safety notches, and you can have that extra round. So it's not real accurate, obviously. It is, it's a up close and personal gun, and I have to say, and it is, it's good for anybody. I mean, it's good for anybody. I carry it in my pocket, just my shirt pocket or whatever. But the other thing about it is, it's also, I would say, also good for women. Instead of having to get the larger revolvers, if you don't carry a big purse or anything like that, if you wear looser pants or something like that, it's a great little gun to just slip into your pocket. They do make they also make a handle, a grip for this, that goes on here, and it's got a little clip on it, and the gun actually folds into it, and then you can just clip it into your pocket like a pocket knife. And then when you want to shoot it, you just pull it out, and you've got a full-size grip, which is nice, very nice, because it is hard to hold when you shoot. It is hard to hold. I've shot it several times, and it wants to go down in your hand like that, the recoil. So I am going to get the grip for it. But you know, it is the perfect. You got 5 shots. So if something happens, somebody's got you on the ground, somebody's coming at you with a knife or gun, whatever, and you can get this out fast enough and shoot them, this will do very well to stop the assailant, and it gives you a chance. I mean, if you don't want to carry the bigger guns, this will give you the chance to at least have something, and something is better than nothing. It gives you the chance to defend yourself. You know, it's better than not having anything in your pocket. You know, so that being said, I do have a couple more guns, so I'm going to get another one here to show you. This is a Glock 40 caliber. This is a Glock 22. By the way, all these guns have been safety checked. I have opened them. I have taken the ammo out of them and put them back together here. So this is the Glock 22. I don't know if you can you get down, zoom into that where you can see the name of it and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a really nice gun. It's got a polymer bottom, you know, and a steel upper. It shoots this. This is the 40 caliber round. This is a hollow point here. Okay. This is a higher capacity firearm. Now this is a really nice gun. As far as, I mean, this is like, you know, I don't know if you guys ever watch the Moss Pawn guys, Eric and Barry. This is their baby. They love Glock. Now I'm not gonna say that I love Glock or anything, because I love them all, but Glock is a very good gun. Glock is very like Eric would say, utilitarian. I'm sure it's copyrighted, but hey, anyway, very utilitarian. So I'll have to make it my own. It's very utility-oriented firearm. We'll say it that way. Okay. It does not have a safety. Okay. You've got the grooves, finger grooves right here. This is the 3rd generation Glock. You've got the grip, the grippy imprints here. It does have it's a drop safe gun. This little trigger on top of the trigger, can you see that? That is not a safety. All that is for is so, like, if you drop it or whatever, the gun won't go off, because the gun it won't fire unless that's depressed. Okay, so you've got your basic features. You've got this is your magazine release here, and so this is your magazine. This is a 14 round magazine. Can you see that? It's a 14 round magazine. They're metal magazines covered in plastic, which really aids them in going into the gun. Helps them a lot. It's really nice. It's a really nice gun. It's got it's a lot easier. It's got the bright sights. It's got they're not the night sights. These are just your standard Glock sights, but they are, you know, brighter, so you can really see them well. It does have this right here is your slide release there. It comes apart real easily. You just take this and pull it apart. Just pull this down. Can you see that? You pull this down on both sides. Just pull it together, and then, oh, by the way, you do have to pull the trigger first. Okay, so then you can pull it down, and it comes right apart, just like so. Okay, so you've got there's your bottom, your lower. Then here is your recoil spring and guide rod. Your barrel just pulls right out, and then you've got your slide. That's all there is to that gun. I mean, you can go down further, but for your basic field stripping and cleaning purposes, that would be as far as you would need to go with it. And to put it back together is just as easily done as taken apart. This goes in like that. This goes in like that. This goes right on these rails right here. Okay, and you pull it, all you gotta do is, that's it right there. There's nothing to do, you just pull it back and it locks itself automatically in place. Okay, you've got your serial number on the bottom, obviously. You do have the Picatinny rail, the tack rail, where you can mount a flashlight or laser, whatever accessory. Hell, Glock's even got a bayonet you can put on there, I guess, if you really are hardcore. It's a very durable firearm. I mean, they've dropped these things from helicopters, airplanes. They have all kinds of things to these. They have really just beat the hell out of these guns, and they shoot every time, no fail. I will say, you know, a lot of people say that these are good for anybody, but I kind of have to disagree. For someone who hasn't shot very much and doesn't know much about guns, it's kind of, in a way, it's dangerous, because this does not have a safety, like I said. And all it takes is to pull the trigger and it goes off. So if you are new to guns and you are carrying this firearm, you should probably, and I would, if I was new to it, I personally would not carry it unless it was in a holster or something. Like if you're carrying this in a purse or, you know, in a pocket holster or whatever, one of the smaller ones, you're not going to obviously want it to go off, like in your purse or your pocket, because that would just make a bad day for you. So if you're going to put it in your purse or something, I would suggest at least they have holsters for these, to like pocket holsters or whatever. It goes over, it covers the trigger and everything, so that nothing can get in it and set it off. Don't just put this in your purse or in your pocket like that. Please don't. Okay, so that being said, got a couple more here. Let me just grab another one. Okay. This is one of my babies right here. This is the Springfield Armory XDM 45 caliber. This is what I consider a fine gun to me. In my opinion, it is. I put the Talon grips on it. I do strongly suggest Talon grips for anybody's gun. Talon grips are wonderful. You just go to talongrips.com. You can buy these. They come in just like a sticker, and you just put them on your grip, and they're nice. They come in the grip tape like this, and they come also in a rubber, kind of a rubbery grip. Okay, so on with the gun. This is very nice, and this is a higher priced gun. Oh, I guess I should have. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. Anyway, So this, it's got your, this is your mag release, okay, and on this one it has it on both sides. This is ambidextrous, and so you can drop the mag from either side, okay. This has really nice, I think the mags are just beautiful. It's got the Springfield logo on the bottom of them. They're just really nice mags. These are 13 round magazines. Okay. They hold 13 of these big boys. These are the 45 caliber rounds. Very nice, very nasty. Okay, they'll do plenty of damage. Okay, these do have a little bit harder or heavier of a spring in them. They are heavier to rack. If you're going to rack them, the spring is a little heavier. So if you have weaker hands or what have you, you might consider, you know, the Glock or something like that. The Glock has a lot easier pull on it on the slide. But this is a really nice gun. It does have a match grade barrel in it. Of course, it's got your Springfield logo on top of it. Very nice. It's got really nice sights on it. I mean, they're not night sights either. They're standard sights, but they're still good sights. And this gun is extremely accurate. I have to say, this has to be the most accurate gun I own. Now, as far as the action or the firing mechanism, it is striker fired. So that being said, you've got your Picatinny rail here. You can put your whatever you like I said, whatever accessory you want. Very nice. And that's about it for its outside features. That this is your slide release here, right there. So you just pull that down and release your slide. To take this apart to clean, you lock the slide back, okay? And right here, this is your takedown lever, and all you have to do is slide it up like that, okay? And then release your slide, hold on to it and release your slide, okay? And it pulls right off, okay? So then you've got your lower, okay? This spring is under a lot of pressure, so you'll want to be careful taking that out. Okay, got your spring assembly and got your barrel. That's it for that. That's all there is to that. Okay, and they're very easy to clean. Again, you could take it down further, but I don't suggest doing it unless you are an armorer or have armorer knowledge. But to take it down to clean it, that's all there is to it. Okay, and then put it back together, obviously it's just as easy. Just be really careful with this spring. Don't have it over your face, because if you let go of that on accident, that will put your eye out or somebody else's eye. Then you just take it, put it on here, pull it back, push that forward, or if you don't hurt yourself, just lock the slide back, push that forward, and you've got it back together. Okay, very nice gun. This is Springfield Armory's extreme duty firearm. Now they've got a couple of other ones. They've got the smaller concealed carry model of the XD. I think it's the no, it's the Slim. It's the XDS. Very nice gun. Springfield Armory, their guns are pretty high, I will say that. So, you know, kind of up to you. It depends on what your needs and wants are. But we'll talk about a few prices here in a minute, or in a few minutes. So I'll put this away, and we'll go to the next one, and last one. Okay, this, I have to say, this is nice. This is the Taurus PT 1911 right here. A lot of people like the 1911s. I'm one of them, and I'll admit I've just started kind of getting into the 45 or the 1911s, and they're really nice. They're really nice, really heavy. This is a full-on steel model. This is a really heavy gun. It's like 32 ounces in weight, but it's a little more. It's not as easy as the others to operate. It does have a few different things going on with it. It is a 45 caliber. You can see right there the 45 ACP. You do have your this right here is your slide release, okay, and this is your safety right here, and your magazine release, which you can change over if you wanted to. If you wanted to change it, no, you can't. This one's not, I don't think. Okay, no, it's not. One thing about this, it is only an 8-round. This only holds 8 rounds. So you want to be. You need to have a lot of practice with this gun before you carry it as a concealed carry or just a carry gun or what have you. It is a little bit different than the rest, as I said, because with this one, which does have the full-length guide rod, by the way. A lot of people don't like that. I think it's just fine. The gun functions perfectly. I put several rounds through it and had no problems whatsoever with any of these guns. Any of them that I've showed you, they've all fired flawlessly, and I have not had any malfunctions, jams, squib loads, anything, nothing. Perfect every time. So anyway, this is where this comes in differently. With the 1911s, you have to carry them what they call cocked and locked, which you have to carry them with the hammer back and the safety up, engaged, because this is a single action gun. So if you have this in your holster and something happens and you have to use it, you have to know that as you go to pull this thing, you have to click that safety off to fire. If you don't, you're in deep shit, because you're going to get into trouble. And I've done that a couple times myself, practicing, forgot to take the safety off. So I don't carry it. I do not carry it because I'm not going to bet my life that I'll remember to take the safety off. Nobody's perfect. But for taking it to the range, or when I do get more practice with it and actually start carrying it, you know, it's just, I'm a big guy, so for me to carry this, it's just fine with me. I don't mind heavy guns, you know. But also, like I said, you need to practice. Like I said, you've only got 8 rounds. Well, 9. You've got 8 in the mag, 1 in the pipe. So, you know, you need to be very comfortable with shooting it and very accurate. And you know, if you're not, that's fine. You need to have something that that holds more ammo and that doesn't have all the safety features. Also, this has the dovetail safety. So when you grab a hold of that, that has to be pushed in also to fire it. If that's not pushed in, it won't fire. Won't fire unless that's pushed in. So anyway, that being said, now we'll talk about a little bit on how much these guns are roughly, so that you know. I know a lot of people that do the reviews, they don't tell you how much the guns are, and I don't know why, but that's fine. I do know why the businesses don't, because they want you to come in, obviously, and check out their firearms, maybe possibly buy one or whatever. You totally understand that. Okay, first we start with this one, the Wasp, 22 Magnum, very nice. This gun is $285. It was like $302 with taxes. Okay. This one, the Taurus, PT 1911 45, was $602, which is worth it to me. It does seem a little high, but still, you know, it could be more. You know, I did have a Springfield Micro 45 1911, and it was $1,400 that I spent on that. And so for $600 for a full-size 1911 that functions as well as this one does, for the $600, well worth it. Well worth it. I would pay that much for it again, but okay. This one, the Glock 22, this one was $560. It was $560 for this one. The Glock 22 40 caliber. Fair price. Good gun. Okay. For the Springfield Armory XDM 45 caliber. When I got this one, it was when they were newer. It was right at $1,000. Now you can get them for around $700, $750. So that kind of gives you some ideas on pricing, okay? And you know, I know a lot of these, you know, these are big guns. This one's not, obviously, but I kind of want to reiterate the things about that I was talking about, the women carrying thing. I really am an advocate for women, and I totally believe in women's rights, and I believe that not only do I believe in the Second Amendment, and our rights should not be infringed. None of our rights should be infringed. The Second Amendment is the Second Amendment. Our forefathers put that there for us, just for what's happening now. Okay, so, but, you know, women need to be armed. They need to be armed, and they need to be comfortable with what they're carrying. And they need to be able to defend themselves. I really strongly believe that. Ladies, if you don't get anything else, get one of these to carry. You know, some of you carry bigger guns, I know that, but it's just, you know, I believe that with all of the ridiculous things that are going on right now, and there's a lot of assaults on women and rapes and things, you know, at the very least, carry a small pistol, at the very least, and practice with it, so that your master of arms on this weapon or on whatever you're carrying is really really good, so that you don't fumble with it, and you can go straight to it, cock it, and fire it if you have to. And I pray to God you never have to. But it's better to have and not need it than to need it and not have it. So that being said, I believe that'll wrap it up for this. I am starting fresh here, so I am doing other videos. I am going to start doing more videos. So please subscribe. It'll get better. Leave some comments. Let me know if I did okay. Put some things in there that maybe I could do better. I'd be more than happy to. So anyway, God bless you all, and we'll talk to you later.